Hello everyone, this is Swiss Coaster Enthusiast and welcome to this rather spontaneous speed build of this B&M Wing Coaster. I'm just gonna say it, I don't have any script right here, so in case there is an awkward pause between me narrating or some repeating words that I've already said, then I apologize for that, but as I said, there is no script. So I'm just gonna talk free out what's on my mind and spot all of the things I'm saying spontaneously. So yeah, without further talking, let's start this time lapse here. So what I'm doing here in as you can see is building the track. no shit. So what I'm doing here is, you see the vertices are quite far apart from each other. That's just me doing the basic track shaping. So this is just me building or drafting the elements or the type of elements that I'm gonna build. As you can see, I've built the dive loop right before like when the recording started. So I've just built the basic shape around it, and I'm gonna add some more vertices to make the track shaping more detailed later. So my building process is basically just making the basic shape of the elements with very far apart vertices. The vertices are the blue dots. That's how you shape the track around. It's a spine based system here in Nolimits. So I'm just doing the basic track shaping with far apart vertices, and the next step for me is always adding banking. And then after I've done the banking and the basic track shaping, I am constantly editing the track shaping and adding vertices, as you can see here. Adding vertices in between already existing one allows me to make it more detailed track shaping. So that's just the way, I don't know how to explain it, to that the track shaping like that I have more control over the detailed shaping, because when you have far apart vertices, when you smooth it out, when you smooth the vertices, the track is quite, or like, I don't know how to explain. When the vertices are quite far apart and you want to smooth those, the track is edited or like gets a different shape, just because Nolimits tries to smoothen out the track, but the shaping often gets neglected by the smoothing tool. So when I am adding those vertices or these closer vertices in between the already existing ones, I have much more control over the final track shape, and Nolimits doesn't try to change the shape of the already existing track too much if there's already more vertices. So I hope I explained that correctly, or I hope you understood that. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. Just basic track shaping with wide spread out vertices, adding the banking, and then adding more vertices in between the already existing ones, smoothing out constantly. So that's my building process when doing Nolimits coasters. So yeah, a bit about the project that I'm working on here. As you can see, maybe this is a B&M Wing Coaster with a straight drop. That's just because I have ridden Raptor at Gardaland a few days ago. Actually, I'm gonna ride it again tomorrow as of recording this voiceover. And I really enjoyed this B&M Wing Coaster Raptor. It's a really cool, it's the B&M Wing Coaster prototype with a straight drop. And I really enjoyed this coaster, and so I thought, let's just spontaneously make a B&M Wing Coaster, because as I explained on my Instagram story, if you follow me over there, I explained that I had the most fun on Raptor at Gardaland in a while on any coaster. Like, sure, all of the coasters at Gardaland were fun, but I especially had so much fun on Raptor at Gardaland. And so what you're seeing right now coming up is the end of my first building session and doing a test ride. And so we just skip to the next clip that I did a few minutes later. The basic layout was already finished, so I did some basic, I designed the rest of the layout after or off camera. And what I'm doing here is basically I needed to burn off speed before going into the final inline twist, so I tried building a helix right here. And so the inline twist is supposed to go on the straight track that you see above right here, but this ended up not working out like I thought it would, or as I thought it should. So I'm basically just designing something that I will, or that I threw out later on, because I just realized this helix and this short inline twist is not going to work out. As you saw, No Limits crashed here. I exited the project without saving because I just thought this is not going to work out. So this is basically now the layout after I first finished it, and now I realized the inline twist that you see here before the brake run, this was taken with way too much speed, so I had to burn off some speed before the inline twist that is right before the brake run. I tried to burn off speed with that helix that I had before, but this helix just didn't work out, so I came up with another solution of making a twisted floater hill right here that then goes into the inline twist. And so this was a much better solution that ended up working out beautifully as it is in the final product. So this straight track right here will be the inline twist, and then there will be one final turn into the brake run, just like Raptor at Gardaland. So this ended up working out beautifully. As you can see, I'm just working out the basic track shaping of this twisted airtime hill right now, doing the banking, adding all the vertices, doing all the refining work, or doing all the detail track shaping. This is just trying to get the perfect track shaping, and we are in the final stages of the project. Like, this is just the last few steps before the layout is completed. As you can see, I just added the roll point that makes the inline twist shape be shaped like the inline twist. Now I'm just working out the transitions and the detailed track shaping. So yeah, we're getting pretty close to the end of this time lapse. So as you can see, I'm still refining and I'm still refining the track shaping, adding all the vertices for this twisted airtime hill, smoothing everything out. And when this was done, or after I've done that, the layout was basically done. And yeah, there was nothing much. I already finished the everything on the layout before that twisted airtime hill. So this was basically just the final few things that I wanted to do before before being done with the layout. So that's just what I'm doing now. I really hope you enjoyed this time lapse. I'm gonna play a POV of this coaster right after this time lapse ended. Mind you that the POV that I recorded was recorded this morning, and I did some detail work or some refinements, track shaping refinements, or some polishing of the track shaping this morning. So it's not going to be exactly the same like it was after the time lapse has ended, but yeah, this is the result of what I've done.